Morning. How are you?
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
Doing good. We've got a group on Facebook planning on doing 3 hero WODs today, so I'm going to watch them but not join them. Do this instead.
Yeah, I will watch that, not join it. Too much.
The cut off is 2 hours 38 minutes.
Wow. Still, 3 hero words is a lot.
Well, 3 in a row.
Morning, guys.
Yeah, good. Hey.
All good here. Who's that? Javier, John, Remy.
Hi, Sonia.
Right, we have a few more people booked in, so we give it. I have 2 minutes on my clock. Anyone with any particular niggles or nursing any injuries?
Sonia,
Yeah.
I realized yesterday that I didn't send you an email. I didn't reply to your email that the one you sent 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It got stuck in the outbox.
Okay.
I have to update you on everything.
That's fine. We can catch up this coming week. You probably receive an email tonight to book in your follow-up anyway. So yeah, do that, and then from tomorrow I'll pick those up. Morning, Teresa.
Morning.
Who else is there? Tatiana. So guys, if you have a foam roller, grab a foam roller for today. You can grab a small plate, something like a couple of kilos, or like a book would be good. And that should be all.
If we don't have a foam roller, what do we?
So for this one, if you don't have a foam roller, you can use like probably a pillow or a cushion for one of the 2 exercises, and for the other one, it doesn't really matter. You can just reach off the floor.
Okay.
Morning, Izzy. Right, I'll give you 1 more minute for the other 3 people that are signed in, and then we get started. So for people that just joined, I was saying, if you have a foam roller, have that on the side. If you have a small weight, something like 2 kilos or a small book, have that on the side. But it's not, it doesn't matter if you don't.
I've got no concept of weight, you know what
So people that just joined, anyone with any particular niggles or injuries apart from things that I already know?
I got quite sore calves at the moment.
Okay. Is it from the jumping?
The jumping, and I've taken up occasionally running, which probably doesn't help.
Okay.
I mean,
Is your shoulder better?
Yes, much better, thank you.
Cool. Right, so we're going to get started because it doesn't seem like they're joining us at the moment. Let me see, spotlight, so everybody sees me. All right, guys, so we're going to mainly focus on upper body again this week because we've done lower body last week. I can show you a couple of things towards the end, easy, if you need anything more specific. So first of all, we're going to do some articulations as we did a few weeks ago. We're going to start with neck, thoracic, and the whole spine, and then we move into more specific exercises. So we're going to stand up for the first one. And we're going to do 3 repetitions of whole spine movement. So what I want to see from there is feet slightly wider than our hips. We're going to slowly tuck the chin in, and we're going to go, I'll show you first, guys, then we'll go together. We're going to try to round 1 vertebra at a time, relax in the middle. You're going to then rotate on one side, side bend on that side, keep rotating on the same side and extend until you get to the other direction, side bending to the opposite side, rotation, back to the center, and then we come back, and that is going to be 1 rep. So I want everybody to go really slowly and really control the movement using the muscles to pull you in those specific positions. So let's go together. Chin comes in, and I'm going to really slowly round my spine until I go to my hand range. So slowly, slowly use your abdominal muscles to pull you down. Knees are soft, arms are relaxed. Keep going down slowly. Once you are at the end, rotate toward the right foot. Try to go look for the side of your foot. Now from there, keep your right shoulder as low as you can and lift the left one so that you'll be in a side bending position. We continue opening the arm and rotate back. Squeeze your glutes so that your lower back doesn't get too much stress. And now I start extending behind me. Really use your back muscles to pull you into extension. Think there's a shelf and you want to put your shoulder blades on that shelf. My right hand comes up, my left one goes down. I start side bending to the left. My legs are still straight. Now my right arm starts coming forward. I go and look for the side of my left foot. I reach down towards the left foot. Rotate back in the middle. Take a nice deep breath in there. And out. And go towards the left. So rotate as much as you can to your left. Go and look for that side foot. And now we start lifting the right shoulder. Keep the left one down. Really slowly, try to see or feel what your body is trying to tell you. Keep opening the shoulder behind you. And we start extending. Squeeze your bum when you're extending. Shift to the opposite side. The right shoulder goes down. Left shoulder comes up. And start going looking for the side of your right foot. And reach down. Rotate back to the center. And now slowly round up from the bottom of your spine. Slowly, 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 1 segment at a time. The back of your legs should be working to pull you up as well. Until we are standing again. Sorry? We're going to go for 1 more rep, guys. I'm going to have a look at all of you. So 1 more rep. Start by tucking your chin in. And really slowly use the front of your body to pull yourself down in a forward fold. So have your chin in, start rounding down. Slowly, slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, go down. Get to the end of the range first. Knees can be soft, but don't bend them. So if you can't reach the floor, doesn't matter, just reach where you're comfortable. Now, when we are at the bottom, we start rotating towards the right to go and look for the side, outside of our right foot. Stay down as much as you can, Remy, when you're rotating. Then we keep the right shoulder down as close as we can to our knee. The left one will come up. So Javier, other side.
Okay.
Keep the right one down and start opening the left. Yeah, so you want to go into side bending. That will be shoulder as close as you can to your knee on the side. And then keep moving back. Extend. So Remy, from there, yeah, you're down here. You want to rotate first.
Okay.
And then we want to go to the side. So when we go to the side, I've rotated here and start opening. I keep that shoulder down.
Okay.
And then slowly moving back. So I will come up, but I try to keep this shoulder down and close to the side as long as I can by using these muscles and pulling me in that position. And then all the way to the other side and back, guys.
Je comprends pas.
Morning, Saskia. I didn't see you there earlier. Right, once we're all done, guys, we're going to move up and work same type of movement for our thoracic spine. So I'll show you first. What we're going to do is we're going to cross one arm at the top, one at the bottom, so that our elbows are one on top of each other. And we're going to hug and reach behind our shoulders there. Now, this movement is going to be the one before we moved from our hips. So we bend it down as much as we can, and everything was coming from hips. Now, imagine you have like a plane cutting you at your belly button level. So the idea is to keep anything belly button and below stable, and we're going to move from the top here. So arms are going to be crossed. From there, it's going to be similar type of movements. So the first one will be rounding forward. From there, we're going to look at where the elbows are pointing. So we're going forward. Then we're going to rotate to the right. Try to go and look for the side of the foot. And then my right shoulder is going to come down to the side. And then I start rotating back. I'll be extending through my thoracic spine. So I'm not going entire spine. I'm keeping my rib cage closed, and it's just from the top here. Trying to move from underneath my scapula, so this level. There, I'm going to go back, extend, rotate to the other side, and I show you from here. So I'll end up being bent to the other side. I'll be rotating to go and look for the side of my foot, and come back forward. And then from here, we're going to rotate left, side bend, extend, other side, and forward. Yeah, so again, we're going to go really slowly, and for each one of those movements, we are really going to focus on what our muscles are doing and getting those muscles to pull us in those positions rather than just rotating around. So let's go for one together.
Sonia?
Arms, doesn't matter which one is at the top, but one elbow on top of the other.
Sorry?
Now, hug yourself. From there, we're going to flex as much as we can. So these muscles here at the top of our abs and bottom of our rib cage are working a lot. From there, I'm going to rotate my elbows onto the side of my right foot. And you should feel those muscles on the side here pulling you. Now, keep using those muscles and drop your right shoulder to your right hip. Remember not to shift your hips. Everything comes from the top. Now, the right shoulder rotates back. And then I start extending. Don't push your hips forward, everything stays stable. Extend from the top. Slowly shift to the opposite side. Left shoulder drops down. And now my left shoulder tries to go as close as we can to the left hip. My elbows will point to the side of my foot. And then I keep rotating forward in a flat position. From there we go back, elbows to the left side. And when I can't rotate anymore, left shoulder to left hip. And then I start extending. Muscles at the back should be really working hard for this. Tense everything you have. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads so the legs don't move. We go all the way to the opposite side. Right shoulder to right hip. Now the elbows, we're going to point towards the side of our right foot. I keep rotating. Back to center. And I straighten back up. And relax. We're doing one more of this. So in your own time, guys, again, cross your arms. And you're going to start with that easy. Rather than having kind of that cross like that, see if you can go one arm on the top, one on the bottom. Yeah, and now elbows on top of each other. That's it, that's better. Everybody else looks good. So tuck your chin in slightly, start crunching down and flex that top of the spine. Now your elbows are going to point to the right side, so triangle to look for the side of your foot first. Now from there, right shoulder to your right hip. And then slowly start extending. The muscles in the middle of your back should really be working hard when you're extending back. So extend and slowly go to the other side. Yeah, that's it, Javier. So you'll be here, try to extend back, really use these muscles to pull you to the opposite side. And we're going to try to get your left shoulder to your left hip. The side muscles should really be crunching at that point. And now the elbows, go and look for the side of the left foot. And then keep looking down. Saskia, see if you can stay a little bit straighter with your hips. You're a little bit here, hips under, everything from the rib cage. And then back to center. And we rotate back. So elbows go to the left side. So flex, look for the left foot. And then left shoulder to left foot, left hip. And then from there, you're going to start extending. Shivon as well, you're bending a lot from your hips, so you're a little bit here. When you straighten, the movement comes from the rib cage. Okay. And not from your hips or lower back. You see the difference between this and that? Okay. So the movement is really, really small. Really from that section here is working a lot. And then when you have extended, guys, go back to the right and back to the center. Javier, all good? Cool. Once everyone is done, we're going to do the same 2 reps for our neck. The principle is going to be the same. We're going to use muscles around our neck to pull us in the right position. So let me angle this. Right, so stand with your feet under your hips. Arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Let me come here because it's going to be easier to see. Now from here, let me put me in the center for you guys, especially for people that watch the recording. Right, from here, my chin is going to come in as close as I can to my chest. Through this, I want you guys to try to keep your mouth closed. Don't clench your teeth, but your mouth is going to be closed so that we get more stretch. So chin to your chest, See if you can go touch. From there, my chin goes towards my right shoulder. And then I'm going to drop my right here to the right shoulder. Stay as close and flexed as you can. From there, I'm going to slowly start looking up to the ceiling. Keep the rotation, keep the side bending. And I'm going to slowly point the chin up to the ceiling. Don't go into a pain level if anybody is struggling with the neck in extension. Only where you feel a little bit of stretch is enough. We're going to really slowly rotate until we are going to get our left here to the left shoulder. Slowly to the other side. Start side bending, so left here is to the left shoulder. And then I'm starting rotating my neck, so my chin goes down to my left shoulder. And to my chest. And back to the center. And from there, we're going to go back. So I'm going to look to the left, chin to the left shoulder. You should feel a stretch. Most of you will feel a stretch on the opposite side. And then from there, I'm going to start side bending. So bring my left here to my left shoulder. And then slowly start bringing my chin up to the ceiling, still rotating, still side bending. And then I start extending back. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Slowly move all the way to the other side. Right here to right shoulder. And then my chin starts coming down towards my right shoulder. And keep it flexed, keep the chin as close as you can to your chest. Back to the center. And look up. So if you've done this slowly and under control, you should have felt quite a lot of tension in different positions. A couple of things before we do the next rep. Make sure that when you're especially looking up, you're looking up through your neck, you're not extending your back. And when we go to the side, we're not shifting with the body, it's simply the neck that drops to the side. One good cue is to think at your nose, always wants to stay in the middle. So I come down by still in the middle of my head, is not forward. So if my nose is here, I drop it down and it's still on the same line. I go to the side, it's on the same line. I'm not reaching forward, I'm not reaching to the side. Make sense?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Right, let's do one more rep, guys, in your own time. So really slowly start dropping your chin to your chest. And you should be able to go and touch. So if you don't, the back of your neck is quite tense. So do this more often. And then from there, your chin to the right shoulder. So really slowly rotate first. Then drop your right here to your right shoulder. And start rotating back and go look up to the ceiling. Really slowly all the way to the opposite side. Claire, make sure that you're not leaning back with your body. Everything comes from the neck. Then you should get to the point that your left here is at the left shoulder. Once you get there, rotate down so that your chin goes towards your left shoulder. Keep the flexion, so keep looking down as well. And go back to center where your chin touches your chest. And then from there, we go back. So we're going to go chin to the left shoulder. Left here to left shoulder. And then start looking up and extending. all the way until right here is going to be in the right shoulder. From there, we're going to rotate down, chin to the shoulder, and keep going until chin is on the chest, and then look up.
Oh, this is nice.
Good job, guys. Anybody struggling with touching the chin to the chest?
Yeah, me.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So John, who was that, Javier?
Remy as well.
Sorry, I hear yes and no, and I'm not sure. Put your hand up, because it's gonna be easier for me. So Remy and Javier, okay, and Will. Yeah, so that often is tension through your upper neck and your trap muscles. So we're going to work on their thoracic movements today, which will stretch these. But what I would say is if you struggle to go into that full flexion, try doing this exercise at least once a day. A couple of reps, if you do them really slowly, will be enough. And I guess you guys also felt a lot of stretch going to the side and rotating. Yeah. So Remy, definitely try doing this every day. 1 or 2 reps will be enough.
Okay.
Right, guys, we are going to move to the next one. So grab your foam roller if you have that. If you don't, we're just going into a quadruped position. Not necessary. We're going to go into a quadruped position. We're going to have the foam roller to the side if you have it. If not, it's going to reach through. I'm going to push myself away off the floor slightly so we're not sinking into the shoulder blade. I'm going to maintain my hips stable so that they're not moving side to side. From here, I'm going to slide one hand on the foam roller and reach as far as I can without twisting my hips. So I reach there and then slowly come back. You will feel tension through this section here, so the side of your rib cage. If I go from the side, we're going to go here. And slowly come back. If you don't have the controller, you just come back. We're going to do 6 reps each side. I want the reps to be really slow and under control. You can press your hands slightly in the foam roller if you have that, so that you increase the tension on those muscles and you feel those muscles activating more. And then I press into the foam roller to come back as well. 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. So for this one, I want your supporting arm to stay straight. So Remy, Simon, I can see a big bend in the elbow. Push yourself away, locked elbow, active shoulder. The elbow straight, Simon, push yourself up, that's better. So that's it, Tatiana, that's good. Once you get to the hand position, hold a couple of seconds and come back using your muscles. So don't get out of the stretch from there. Use the muscles that rotate your spine to pull yourself back straight. Good. Remy and Javier, make sure that you have an active shoulder, so push yourself away off the floor. You're sinking down a little bit, push yourself away. Same for you, Teresa. Push away a little bit more through your supporting shoulder.
6 on each side, yeah?
Yes, 6 on each side, and once you're done, sit up for me.
Sonia?
Yeah?
I feel that like in my lats a lot.
Yeah.
But Siobhan feels it in her pecs.
Pecs on which side, Siobhan?
Mostly like here. I think that's where I'm really tight on that side.
Which arm? The one that supports you, and the one that is pulling you around?
The one that supports me, I think.
Did you do lots of push-ups the last couple of days?
Yeah.
I think it's probably just fatigue of the muscle is a little bit, you have DOMS and you have tightness. So when you pull yourself around, you can see the muscle, you can feel the muscle working. It's probably more that kind of activation type of pain or discomfort, not pain, rather than a stretch.
Yeah, it's not like, it's just a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it's probably because you've worked a lot. So that feels is doing something, because just by holding it there is working. So if the muscle is fatigued, you'll feel that activating. Do something for pecs in a moment as well, so that should help. Right, guys, next one. If you have a foam roller, use the foam roller. If not, a couple of books or pillow will be good as well. We're going to lay down on the side. This angle, you should be able to see me.
Yeah, mine it's just because I'm tight. For me, I'm my off the body, my hips are
Lay down on the side, foam roller, pillow, books, whatever you have under your knee. That is going to cue us to stay there and in line. Now you're going to stay on your shoulder, other shoulder to the top. If you have another pillow, put that on your head. We are not opening, so if you open like that, you're going to lose some of the mobility and control. From here, you're going to slowly slide one hand on top of the other arm. You will feel that if you do this, your back is going to slowly rotate one vertebra at a time. And slowly rotating, with the idea of going to place this shoulder on the floor. Now, if this knee moves or wants to come up, I'm stopping with my shoulder. So if I show you from the other angle, I'm here, I start from there, I'm going to slide, 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 and I only open as far as I can maintain this way to the floor or support. I'm not going to go there if my leg opens up. And then from here, I'm going to bring this arm back and slowly rotate back to the front. And when I do that, I should feel these muscles come forward and reach forward. So we're going to do 5 each side, slow and with control, please.
Do you rest your head on the floor? Do you rest your head on the floor?
Ideally, you want to rest your head on something that keeps your neck in line. So if you have a pillow, cushion is better. If not, okay. Yeah, you can go down to the floor. Or simply hold that. So Javier, rather than opening from the top, slide that arm one on top of the other, and then you're sliding your hand on your chest and reaching across. And then same on the way back. We are bending the arm.
It's about a mile away. Oh no, you're closer.
I can get there, but let's see that's. I feel a lot of.
That's better.
Things.
Yeah, and then open. Stay there. If you can touch, is fine. Hold a couple of seconds, bend your arm, bring it back, and when you come back, you should feel the muscles in your trunk working to pull you back into position. So if you don't have anything to support your knee, for example, Will, while you rotate, really think of driving that knee down towards the floor. Makes sense? So yes, exactly. You activate. You be active with the leg and the knee driving down while you open. So you should feel more stretch. Do you feel more, Will? Good. So 5
How
more
many
sides,
per
5 the other side. And see up once you're done, guys.
We're going to keep that looking forward.
Oh, I think I looked up. You just let me do that. In my face.
Siobhan, how did that feel on your chest?
It was a nice stretch. Yeah, it was good though. It was alright. It wasn't painful.
Did you feel that more on the side that you could feel on the other exercise?
Yeah, on my left side. Yeah.
Yes, it's probably just more tightness on that side.
Yeah, we did a lot of pull-ups and like chin-ups and stuff yesterday, so it's just probably that.
Right, we're going to wait for a couple more people to finish.
Okay, that was it. Probably still there.
Tatiana, you're done? You okay? Yeah? Perfect. Right, so next one, guys, we're going to work on our thoracic extension. Again, this is going to be an active movement. Let me come closer. Here we go. So we've done this a couple of weeks ago. What I want you to do is to lay down onto the ground. Your feet are going to be as close as you can to your hips, but we're starting with your bum down. From there, you're going to tilt your pelvis under, so these hip bones are coming up towards you, and you're going to slowly round your back up. Try to go one vertebra at a time until you get to the top where you can't round anymore. Then starting to your hips up and opening your sternum to the ceiling. I'm going to try to create a big arch here so that I'll end up on my traps. So rather than being on my shoulder here, I want to try to go on top of my traps. I do that by pushing my sternum up. Then I'm going to maintain my hips at the same level. I'm going to drop the sternum. So relaxing there. And then again, I'm pushing it up as much as I can. Ideally, want your arms up to the ceiling, but if you need to start with your hands on the floor, it's fine. And then relax and push them up again. And relax. So I want you guys to do 8 reps when you are up. And then we're going to sit down and repeat that one more time. So let me have a good overview for everyone here. So let's go together for the first one. If everybody lies down on the ground. Tatiana, are you able to turn on the side? So if you have your head, towards your sofa, or even, in a diagonal so I can see you. Who else is there? Yes, I can see most of you. Saskia, if you can angle the phone slightly down would be perfect. If not, I can still see part of you. Right, from there, guys, hands up to the ceiling. Now use your feet and heels to push down into the ground. You're going to tilt your bum back so the bum slowly comes off the ground. Use your abs to pull you up and slowly, slowly, slowly reach up to the ceiling with your hips. Once your hips can't go any higher, you're going to start pushing off your shoulders, reaching up with your sternum towards the ceiling. So your hips are not only up, but your chest is also up. Saskia, see if you can bring your heels closer to your body. So walk, yes, and then really lift up those hips, and now push your chest up. Good, and now relax your chest, guys. Hips stay up, the chest is down, and now push it up to the ceiling again. Good. Relax.
For the neck?
Up again, yeah.
What about the neck? Like when we pull with the shoulders?
So the neck is relaxed. When you pull, when you push your sternum up, you may feel a little bit more stretch at the back because you'll be here and your chest is gonna raise, so it's gonna pull more at the back. That's fine. And relax.
I mean, my head is always touching the floor.
Yes, yeah, the head stays down. And then slowly coming down, guys. One vertebra at a time. So try to place one vertebra down, then the next one, then the next one. Your bum doesn't touch until the end. And relax for a moment. So I want to show you one thing, one difference. If you guys can have a look at my shoulders. What I want you guys to try to do is, so a lot of you are kind of here, and then, so let me move my arms, and then you push up and relax here. You see that my shoulders are still, like the back of my shoulders is still on the ground. So the goal is to try to go even higher, stretching my neck a little bit more and almost going on top of my shoulders. You see this difference? How much more stretch I'm getting on the top here compared to being here. Yeah, here I can't really target the top of my back that much because my shoulders are still down. If I really push myself up, now I'm stretching a little bit more, and I'm almost put the trucks on the floor. And then from there, I can relax and push up, relax and push up, and then slowly down. So let's try one more time. We're going to go all together. We're going to start with that bum, tucking under, and slowly up. Start by rounding, and when you get to your shoulder blades, you start arching from the top of the spine. That's it. Hips keep pushing up, keep pushing through your heels. Bring your shoulder blades down a little bit, so you try to arch even more and go on top of those straps.
Okay, good.
Good. If you guys need to put your hands down for now because you feel that you can push off more, is okay. Now from there, drop your sternum and bring it back up and push the sternum up as much as you can. Hold and relax that for a moment and push up again. Push, 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 push. And relax and push again. Really push the chest. And relax. Saskia, see if you can squeeze your glutes a little bit more, hips higher. And yes, that's good. That's a really good heart. And then relax the sternum and push up again. Up, 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 up. Will, every time you drop at the sternum, try not to move your hips. Keep your hips up And then relax the chest. And up again. Good job, guys. Yeah, a lot better. And one more, relax the chest. And push the sternum as high as you can. Really reach up. And now we're going to slowly lower one vertebra at a time. So keep tucking your bum under. Use your abs to round your spine as much as you can. So one segment at a time. We touch the floor and bum touches at the end. And relax. Everybody done. Good. Grab your small weight or a book.
What we've got right this lower.
What is that? What book is that?
It's Coco Chanel, that's what. Coco Chanel's life history.
I like it.
Very intellectual.
Right, guys, so from there, we're going to do our shoulders articulations with a full weight today. We're going to do only 2 reps. Most of you have done this before, but we go for the first rep together. We're going to hold that weight or that book facing up. So this shouldn't really be more than maybe at 2.5 kilos. If you have anything heavier than that, you may struggle a little bit. So I'd rather you revert to going body weight and really tense. From here, we're going to start with your hands across your body. We are tensing through the arm. The elbow is locked. So I'm going to bring the hand across my body as much as I can. Now I'm going to reach slowly, keep reaching across, and slowly bringing the hand up. So I will do a little bit of stretch at the back of my shoulder and the front working quite a lot. I keep reaching up until my bicep is close to my ear. I'm shrugging up a little bit as well and reaching up. When I get here, guys, we're going to rotate the hand out. So my tongue is going to start pointing back. Now I'm going to try to maintain that hand behind me without rotating my chest. So I'm still pulling myself forward and slowly bringing that hand down behind me. The idea is to go and have that hand disappear behind my back, crossing at the back. Keep your palm pointing down. And relax to the side. Now we're going to come back. So from here, I'm going to palm up, go across my back, and start lifting. Again, my elbow is straight, everything is tense, my rib cage is closed. I'm simply lifting through my arm. And I'm gonna lift as much as I can without leaning forward, without flexing. Everything comes from the back of my arm. Once I can't lift anymore, I'm rotating that palm up, maintain the level that you reach, palm up, and I'm going to slowly keep lifting, rotating until that bicep is back to my ear. And then from here, my palm comes up again, and I'm going to cross, control, down. And completely relax.
Ooh.
If you've done it correctly, yes. You've done quite a lot of work. So we're going to go with the other arm first. Get that one first, and then we'll start again. So let's go together. Palm up. Left hand, I'm crossing as much as I can. So reach across. I'm sitting down, I'm using my opposite hand on my shin to pull myself forward. Because your body is going to want to do that. It's gonna want to rotate forward here, and here is gonna rotate back. So I pull myself forward with the other arm. I start to the front, palm up, cross. Really slowly reach up. Reach, 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 reach.
Lucky on.
Lift through your shoulder blade as well. Bicep to the ear. My shoulder is relaxed, so I'm not crunching down here. My neck is long, I'm lifting through my side. Once I can't lift anymore, I'm rotating my palm down behind me. Slowly, keep pulling yourself forward. Drop the hand at the back. Palm is looking down.
Shoulders a lot tighter.
Slow and with control, elbow straight. Behind you as much as you can. And down to the side. Now, I'm going to do up behind you. In place, let's lift. Lift the arm across and back as much as you can. Lift, 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 lift. Once you can't lift anymore, rotate that palm up. My elbow is still straight. I'm rotating through my shoulder. And slowly reach up. Reach, reach. Imagine you want to go and touch the ceiling. You're stretching up. When you get close to your ear, palm up and start dropping the hand in front of you. Control really slowly. And relax.
No, put shoulders.
You close the door, please.
One more, guys. I'm going to put you on gallery view so I can see what everybody's doing. One more rep each side. So in your own time, palm starts facing up across the body. Slow and with control. Palm up, Javier. Palm up. Yeah, and straight elbow. That's it. And then reach up. Straight elbow, Simon.
Spin you this round.
When your elbow come close to your ear, rotate the palm down behind you. And slowly control down. When you go down to the side, we're going to start from behind you. Palm is going to start facing up. Lift the arm as far as you can behind you. This is a really important one, guys. It's shoulder extension, which is a common weakness. And if you have that weakness, you're going to struggle with anything that is like dips, rings work as well. So it's important to train that. Then when you can't lift anymore behind you, rotate your palm up to the ceiling and keep moving the arm up, bicep back to the ear, hands still facing the ceiling, and slowly down in front of you. Good job, guys. Javier, I would do this maybe a couple of times with your fist without a weight, fist really tensing and really tensing through the arm, so that you learn to maintain the elbow locked. I think that bottle may be a little bit too heavy to start with because you haven't really done this the last couple of weeks. So you can try this. The video is on the resources website as well. Do this so we train the mobility at the shoulder, body weight first, just by tensing, and then you can add the weight back.
You wanted one each side, Sonia, right?
Yes.
Or...
When you have all finished the one each side, we're going to lay on your front and we're going to do our last stretch, and then we're done. How heavy is that, Saskia? Yeah, you can talk. You're unmuted.
Oh, 2.5.
Okay. When it may be a little bit on the heavy side for you, so that's why you struggle. When you come down, rather than having your palm facing down, ideally we want the palm facing up. So the muscles at the front of the shoulder work a little bit more, but it may be a little bit too heavy for you, to do that. Like once you come back, having it there, especially with the kettlebell, because it pulls you even more. Oh, no, that looks really good. That's it. So just, commit to having the palm up, which will feel heavier when you do the entire wrap, but that's what we want.
Okay.
If you want to go in between, maybe do a few with a bottle of water, around a liter, and then you go back to the kettlebell.
Okay.
Right? Perfect. On the floor, guys, facing down. That's the last mobility exercise for our back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in our child position, arms up forward, and what I want you to do is to actively push with your arms down into the ground. So from here, you're going to reach back, sit down, drop the floor, push with your arms into the ground. Now I keep pushing, I lift myself up, rounding as much as I can, so you see my shoulders are active, I'm not just shifting forward. From here, push on the ground, round as much as you can, slowly. Once I get on top, shoulders on top of my hands, I'm really squeezing my bum, and I start bringing my hips down to the ground. And I'm extending from the lower back up, slowly reaching up. My shoulders are still active. I'm still pushing myself away off the ground. I'm not sinking down here. You guys see the difference, between here and there. My bum is also squeezing. I'm not just dropping down. Here I feel my lower back. Here, if I squeeze my glutes, I don't feel the lower back at all. Now from there, still pushing away, I'm going to start rounding from the top. Round from the top of the shoulders. Tucking my tail in even more. Rounding. And pushing back. So again, it's a really active movement. All the muscles are tensing a lot. I'm not just flapping in and out of those two positions. So let's go together. On your heels, knees can be slightly apart. Arms out in front. Push your arms into the ground. Push your bum into your heels and chest down towards the floor. From there, push with your hands into the ground and start lifting up, rounding your back as much as you can. Round. Shoulders on top of your wrists, squeeze your bum, and slowly start bringing your thighs, hips down to the floor and extending your back from your lower back up through your shoulder blades and upper back. Stay active with your shoulders. Keep squeezing your glutes. Keep bringing your belly button to the ground. Now from there, we're going to tuck the chin in, keep pushing from your shoulders, start rounding from the top of our back. Round. Close the rib cage, bring the belly button in, start rounding your back as much as you can. Glutes are still squeezing hard, I'm still pushing my hands into the ground. Round, and shift yourself back. And keep pushing yourself with your hands. You push away until your body is back onto your heels. Relax, and then we go again. 2 more reps. Your arms straight the entire time. Teresa, slow it down. Slow, 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 slow. Get those muscles to work. You should have a lot of tension going through your body. When your shoulders reach your wrist level, squeeze your glutes, start dropping your hips onto the ground. Start extending your back. That's it. When you get to the final position, chin tucks in, round from the top of your back. And start rounding, tuck your bum under even more, squeeze the glutes, round, round, round. Keep pushing yourself away with those hands. You push your body to your heels. When you're back into the starting position, relax, take a couple of deep breaths, and go again. Okay, guys, and once you finish the second one, we are all done. You okay hearing me?
Yeah, I feel super good actually. It's great.
Good.
Yeah, the neck and the upper back is wow, it's a relief actually. It's very nice.
Yeah, I love these exercises. I recommend them to a lot of my patients as well. You're moving your joints, but you're using your muscles to move those joints, which is really good because basically puts you in control and your nervous system in control. And that's the nervous system generally is what is responsible for the tightness, for not being able to get into certain positions, because if it feels that you can't control those positions, it's not going to let you go there. It's going to be scared of getting injured. So by controlling the movement that we have, the range that we have, that's what basically tells the system, calm down, we got this, we know what we're doing. And then eventually you get more and more range. And also we can strengthen that range, like the shoulder exercise with little weights. Most of these are on the YouTube channel. You should all have the links through the movement library from the members website. Not all the videos may be in the members website library, but then if you go back to the YouTube page, there's lots of these. So if you want a reminder, practicing through the week, you can have a look there.
Okay. Cool.
Anybody has any questions or anything that any part upset right now? No?
It was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Sonia. Thank you.
Thanks,
Hey guys,
You too.
I'm going to send you a link for the ankle.
Cheers,
Thank
Sonia.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.